Here, I'm just going to show you some more of the scorching of the rocks. See how this rock is scorched, highly scorched here, but completely untouched there? It's also cracking it apart. Wait for it. Watch my He-Man abilities. Wow, aren't I buff? Aren't I freaking buff? Or does it shatter the rocks? I guess that's all I'm going to get off of this one. I believe it's the vibratory frequency. Oh, hold on. So this part's definitely shatterable, and you can see where the whole thing's broken right there. I don't think this is even sandstone. I think this is more like quartz. Yet giant pieces break away from the main boulder. And you can see how scorched the outer surface is. But it's not the intense heat from the fire around it. There isn't enough fuel around that rock to burn. Whatever grass was right here created such intense heat? No. This rock has the same thing going on. Watch how buff I am. Pretty buff. Yeah. So first, let's try and crack this one. I thought I saw a crack going on this one. There we go. Yeah. Rocks don't just crumble like this. It's after they've been vibrated apart with the microwave energy in these fires that they do that. You can see this one's got a bunch that's chipped away right here. It's missing the outer surface. That one feels like it's almost ready to pull away. Oh, there we go. So, just wanted to show you some more of this phenomenon of the rocks scorching and cracking. Scorched rock, it's scorched here. I'm not sure how well the lighting's being able to pick that up, but it's scorched here and unburned here. If that scorching was from a flame that moves across the ground, it would have scorched it evenly across. There wasn't that much more fuel here and nothing here. And so it goes with the rest of these rocks that are all scorched unevenly. That one looks like it broke off. Anyway, I'll find a little more. The other thing that proves it's not fire, if it's such an intense heat that it's scorching and breaking the rocks apart, why is it leaving unburned leaves right there at ground level? This limb, bent. These limbs, let's get it from this angle. Yeah. You can see they're all bent. This one, that one, that one, those ones. They don't start out like that because that's downhill and that's just the way that gravity pulls them. They start out vertical like this one. And after the fire, they end up drooping over and bending. Like crackheads on Kensington Avenue. All slumped over. Not broken. It's all these spikes sticking up out of the ground. Tries to trip you with one of them and impale you with another one. See all those spikes? Little precarious walking around here with all those spikes sticking up out of the ground. Fire doesn't do that. Fire doesn't bend the trees either. while leaving the leaves on the end. That's why A Plain Truth thinks that this is the same technology being used as in crop circles, where it bends the stalk of the wheat or the barley or the corn. In this case, it bends the stalk of wood that's got 2 or 3 inch diameter to it. Those trees were not bent before the fire. See how bent they are, coming up, over, and drooping down. Even some in the background over there. But I think that's about all I wanted to show you, is the shattering rocks and the bending trees while leaving the unburnt leaves all over. I don't see it. I just see kindling. All I see is burnt sticks. It's very difficult for me to wrap my mind around someone not seeing this, but I believe it is a mental immune system defense mechanism where it sends the antibodies to attack the foreign substance, just like your biological immune system. Unburned leaves, completely scorched base of the tree. Likewise with all of these. And there's a scorch area around the bottom that matches the root pattern beneath the tree. That's the scorch area right there. Here's some more scorched rock, which did not have enough fuel around it to blacken it. There's nothing around this rock to burn and scorch the outside of it like that. And there's no fuel around this rock. I can see a big crack, a hairline crack right there. I was trying to get that to go. Likewise with this rock. See how highly scorched it is right here? A little piece of it broken off, which did fit right there. See how perfectly that fits? These fires shatter the rocks as it moves through and scorch them when there's not enough material for fuel around to blacken a rock like that. So I've said for a while that the greater phenomenon to me than the trees burning from the inside and all of the other patterns that come along with this type of a fire. There's another fence post right back there, missing the bottom. And right over there. And right over there, another one of them fence posts missing the bottom. Scorched rocks, shattering, leaving unburned leaves all over. I've said for a long time the greater phenomenon to me than plasma fire and all the burn patterns that it leaves is the fact that no one can see it. And now I've ran into someone who can not only not see it, but is vehemently opposed to acknowledging what they see. This is a psychological phenomenon that I'm seeing that fascinates me even more than the plasma fire itself. It's how someone can look at all of this and say, I still don't see anything, it's just normal fire. I didn't think someone's brain could be that broken, therefore I assume they sold their soul and they were just pretending not to see it. I have to consider the possibility that maybe they really can't see it. Maybe their mental immune system kicks in to the point where it blinds them from the clear and obvious truth. It's hard for me to put myself in someone's shoes, of the shoes of someone who can't see it, now that I can see it, and have been able to for 5 years. It's almost impossible for me to imagine that someone can't see this. That's why logical deductive reasoning tells me that they can see it and they're just pretending to not see it. which is why I jumped to the conclusion they must be paid to pretend they can't see this. I assume they're just like me, and that there's no way they could possibly not see this. But I have to consider the possibility that maybe they really can't see it. Maybe all they see is burnt twigs, and their mind tells them, no, don't let them see that. That'll fuck them up too hard. And that's what James means. You're fucking with kids. You are fucking with children when you're trying to discuss this shit with them. Children. If you show a 10-year-old this and talk about electricity, he'll say, where's the electrical cord? Where's the power line going to it? They're not qualified. They're not mentally and emotionally developed enough. And it is emotionally that matters. That's what disconnects and short circuits your ability to see it, is your nervous system. When you get too nervous, too emotional, suddenly the amygdala shuts down the retina using the melanin and dopamine, says, no, don't let him see it. He's not capable. It'll render him dysfunctional. It'll traumatize him. So the person, like someone who suffers sexual abuse, compartmentalizes it. Because they don't know how to process it. It doesn't fit in with the rest of their world. So they forget that it ever even happened to them, like a split personality. And they stuff it into a compartmentalized place in their world where they don't have to deal with it.